There it is. No cones. We're going through. Oh, I'm getting jittery right now. Oh, there are no cars in line here. Not a, like 2 total. And here we go down the escalator. It's been far too long. There's Declan and Ashley right there waiting. Get away from them. And a view that's, oh, Declan's dancing. I can't zoom, but he's dancing all right. So they've got an enter here, and perhaps we're gonna do the screening and everything here, and then I know we have to walk the path of the tram. There is no tram for it. All right, so main entrance, you'd recognize this as where we'd normally get on the tram, but we're walking it. And so you can see the structure right here. And this would be neat how, you know, I don't know how many people in history have ever actually walked the tram path, but we get to do it today. Photo location set up right where the trams drop people off. It's the Autopia cars, and then the official Honda Autopia. Very cool here. And you can see where the trams would normally let people off. Very few people right now walking in. I'm sure there's a lot already in there, and there'll probably be more as the day goes on. Right, just got in through the turnstile. Now granted, we were here on Christmas Eve, but all it was really was the walkthrough with a little bit of shopping. So we just grabbed the map because we have no idea where any of the food's gonna be. And we're gonna go check out what we can find. All right, so welcome back to the channel today. You can already tell that we're back at Disneyland. It's California Adventure for a touch of Disney. Super excited. I kind of had wished they had done this a lot sooner, like other theme parks have been doing, but that's fine. We get to go in here. We're gonna try this tonight. And as I've been teasing people over the last couple weeks about some special upcoming stuff, that's gonna drop later in the video. So make sure to watch all the way through and join us on this experiment. So all throughout the park, there's the signs like this one here, because they're really pushing the mobile order, which really will just help expedite everything. You'll order the food right from your phone, right from the Disneyland app, not a shameless plug. And then when it's ready, then you just walk up and get it, and that'll help reduce lines and kind of congregating. As we're right here, you can see it on the sign, but we're outside the Cozy Cone Motel. And this is for churros. So you can see they've got where Lightning McQueen and pals normally park for meet and greets. They've got some tables out right now. As we're in Radiator Springs, we're actually looking, oh, I see Lightning McQueen down there. We're gonna go try and meet him.
Take some simple steps to protect yourself and others.
Thank you.
See you over at Radiator Springs Racers.
So it seems that the aerial ride is currently under some construction. Not sure exactly what they're doing, but hopefully it'll be open in a few weeks when the park opens, which we plan to be here for. And we're still working on finding some food right now, so I think we're heading this direction. So there's a couple spots throughout the park. As you can see this sign here for Marketplace Cashiers. This one's actually in a really bad place. It's just right across from the waterfall, and it's impossible to hear them. No pun intended, since we're eating almost all impossible. So it's, you know, obviously contactless payment, and then it's for these items here at these locations, and then over here as well on these ones. So that way you can order them here, because none of the stands have cash registers. and then you can just go up at any time with the receipt and pick them up. So we just ordered a couple things that we're gonna go pick up now. Okay, so what we ended up getting at the cashier is the Impossible mac and cheese. You can't tell because it's in it, but this is laden with Impossible meat, and that's gonna be phenomenal. And then the farm stand punch, and there's a lot of ingredients in there. So once I set the camera up, I'll pull out the list and list through them. There's like 4 things in it, but it sounds delicious. And then while we were waiting, because it's been an hour since we actually ordered it, we went over and got just some cheese sticks. But those are the normal cheese sticks. Okay, so before I eat the mac, the farm stand punch, it's pineapple, orange, peach, and fresh lime juice. So I'm gonna try the macaroni first and then wash it down with the juice. I don't know if they're gonna mix or how they're gonna go together, how they're gonna pair, but we'll give it a try. So the macaroni looks like it's got the breadcrumbs on it, some like Thousand Island, and there's some really big chunks of Impossible, so I'm gonna make sure to get a big chunk of that. So here we are getting it. It's a big forkful. Immediately, it's an In-N-Out burger. That's what it is. The cheese, the Thousand Island, and the Impossible just basically makes like a California-style cheeseburger. That is delicious.
Yeah, we did have that at the 2020 Food and Wine Festival.
That's why it tastes familiar, because Ashley just reminded me, we did try this at the 2020 Food and Wine Festival, kind of the last event they had pretty much before shutting down. Oh yeah, that's right, it was on the last day. So if you look down in the videos, you can find our trip of the last day at Disneyland before it closed almost a year ago.
A link to it will be right here.
Oh, a link to it will be right here. So now we're gonna try the juice. Whoa. Very tropical, obviously, based on what the pineapple is what cuts through the pineapple and the orange juice the most. I maybe get a hint of the lime, and then what was the last one? Is that peach? It's weird, the peach comes in later. I got all 4 of the flavors. I can actually taste them all, and I'm normally not good at that. The orange and pineapple's immediately with a little bit of the lime, and then after a moment, the peach kind of comes in. And all in all, these 2 things are fantastic. We have a couple more things that we really want to try. I think we're going to be here for a while. But while we're sitting down, I'll finally share the news of what's coming up. It's actually going to, for us, it's going to start in 2 days, or 3 days rather. So spring break is coming up for Declan's school. So Sunday, we're actually flying to Orlando. We're going back to Disney World, just like last year, except last year we did the road trip video. So we're gonna fly out there, we're gonna document flying, because I've flown a few times since COVID has happened, but they haven't flown yet. So we're gonna fly out to Orlando, do several days of Disney, at least 1 day of Universal, spend the week there, and then fly back and document that as well. So, thanks for everybody who's been like sitting on the edge of your seats waiting to hear what that news was. It should be really exciting, nice to get back to actual ride theme parks. And by the time we get back, just a couple more weeks, and then Disneyland will be open too. So hopefully we can get tickets opening night or day, depending on where I might have to work that day. But it's a really exciting month and an even more exciting week coming up. All right, so we decided to stick at the table we were at because right next to us at the Smokejumpers Grill, they had 2 Impossible things. One was a petite Impossible slider, which we've had, but this is, let's see if you can see it on the phone, Impossible chili waffle fries. They look delicious. It's spiced Impossible chili with beans, tomato and corn, spicy mayo, cheddar cheese, which it actually looks like vegan cheddar to me, and pico de gallo. It is very big. I'm probably not going to eat it all, but it's definitely enough to try and share. You could easily share this with between 2, maybe even 3 people. Got it here while there's a really cool rendition of Lion King songs playing in the background. All the music that we've been in here, it's all Disney movie songs, but like pop covers of them by other artists. It's not the actual soundtrack version. So it's been a really nice soundtrack to be walking through with. A little hotter than I thought it was going to be. As in spicy, because it's actually pretty cool right now. But it had a pretty good jump of spice. Oh, it's that spice that sits right here in the back of the throat. I like it. He definitely wouldn't like it. Ashley might like it. And up here we got Goofy and Max fishing. Goofy caught a rubber chicken. There, that wave was back to me. A nice little view right down of the Incredicoaster and the Ferris wheel. So admittedly, it's not the same. Not watching a roller coaster go shooting off every like minute or so, but still nice to see it up close. Now granted, I've been seeing California Adventure pretty much non-stop over the last year, because when I'm flying, I fly right along this path right here, basically, following Catella Avenue, which is just south of the park. So I normally get a really, really good view of this part of the park, and normally I fly over and I see it really, really busy. And of course, for the last year, it's been completely empty and deserted. So I've been able to get a kind of an aerial view of different construction they've been doing and projects, albeit I'm not super low, so it's hard to tell exactly what they're doing. But it is nice to see it from this vantage point again. So it's no surprise what we're getting here. Dole Whip Pineapple Soft Serve. Ashley just picked it up. We decided to get it in a cup instead of a cone because it's gonna melt and Declan's gonna help eat it. So this might be a little bit sacrilegious, and I understand it. So don't murder me yet. But I've never actually had a Dole Whip in all the years I've been coming to Disney, about 15 years. And I always walk by it, I just never eat it. All right, so here we go. Since it is plant-based, obviously there's no dairy, so it isn't your traditional ice cream. So I can see how it's, kind of more fruit juice based. So it looks really, really good. I have a feeling it's gonna taste nothing but pineapple, so here we go.
You always do that.
With anything that's flavored like that. Actually, it was only a really, really quick initial attack of like the tang of pineapple, and then it subsided really quickly.
Declan wants to try now.
Oh, you haven't tried it? Oh, Declan's gonna do his review. Okay, here you go. What's your honest review?
It's so yummy.
What's it taste like?
Pineapple.
So interestingly enough, the boardwalk games are actually open. We get a little bit of view of them. Come over here, bullseye. There's a decent line for them right now. Let's see, it's back over here. Sorry for the quick movement. There's a little bit of a line waiting to get in there. But at least they've got some things to do. And then they're, again, of course, keeping people distanced and then pulling them up one group at a time. So this is a really cool photo op they have up here. They've got a to Infinity and Beyond sign up with Buzz Lightyear's jetpack, or Space Ranger jetpack, and you can stand basically on the purple planet on the ground, and then the photographer right here takes a picture at an angle so it kind of looks like that you're a Space Ranger. So off in the distance, I'm trying to keep it super still. You can see Mickey right in front of the swings, and right to the left of him, or our left, his right, is Daisy, and then a little bit further back is Pluto. So over in the backwad area, back by the Monsters Inc. ride, is a cool little photo op for WandaVision. I'll try and get a little bit of it from here. You can go sit on the set, and then there's a television set that you take the picture through, and you can frame it with the TV so it looks like you're in WandaVision, which we're gonna go up and do right now, maybe with Declan. Oh, there's the little phone that has to do. All right, so that's gonna start bringing this night to a close for us. It's been a nice afternoon, evening at A Touch of Disney. We tried a little bit of food, not as much as when we're at Knott's usually. If I had one gripe or complaint about how it was, it's that unlike Knott's, where they do it, it's per item. So regardless of what the cost of it is, you just get 5 items. Here, it's a $25 card per person, and then of course you can buy more, but you have to kind of watch what you're spending if you're on that budget. And that would be my only thing is I liked how it was an item per person, or five items per person. Besides that, the food was really good. It was really nice to have that experience of Disney back. Excited for the park to open in a couple weeks. Actually, probably about a month. And then for Disney World next week again, like I've mentioned many times on this video. You can probably tell how excited I am about that. So if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. Ring the bell below. Get notifications of all of our future videos. As always, be kind and be real. And join us on our next experience.